Happy noon, children. In yesterday's class, we have discussed total creditors account and bills payable. And today's class, let me start with total debtors account and bills receivable account. So, who is a debtor? So, debtor is a person one who receives benefit without giving money or money's worth immediately, but in future period he will pay the money. Okay, is it clear? So, debtor is a person one who receives benefit but without giving money or money's worth immediately. So, in our sales, it is not necessary everything we have to do it in a cash basis. So, credit basis, if we make sales, means this debtor, the term will arise in our business. So, here goods sold to Joseph on credit. So, what entry you will make? Goods sold to credit. We sold goods to Joseph on credit. So, Joseph is a receiver. So, Joseph account debtor to sales we will write. So, Joseph here is a debtor. Okay. So, Joseph is a debtor here. Okay. So, debtors account to sales it is in credit side. So, that's why we are writing in the debit side of the debtors account. Okay. So, next cash received from Joseph. We made credit sales. After that, what we will do? We will receive cash. So, we cash received from Joseph means what entry we will make? Cash account debtor to Joseph account. So, Joseph is a debtor here. So, cash account is another account. It is in debit. So, we have to write in the credit side of the total debtors account. So, by cash received. Okay. Next, check received from Joseph. Bank. What entry we will make? Bank account debtor to Joseph account we will write in form of cash, in form of bank also, check, in form of check also we will receive the payment. Okay. So, bank account debtor to Joseph. Joseph account is a debtor account. So, bank it is in debit means we have to write in the credit side. So, by bank check received. Okay, see the next transaction. Sales returns to Joseph. What we purchased what we sold to the customer, sometimes it may have some defects. So, they will return to us. So, sales returns to Joseph. What entry we will make? Sales returns account debtor to Joseph account. So, debit sales returns means here it will appear in the credit side of the total debtors account. So, by sales returns, it is in the credit side. Okay. See the next transaction. Goods sold to Joseph for rupees 2000 and received cash 1800. We sold goods worth of 2000 to Joseph, but we received only cash 1800. What does mean? It means that we allowed a discount to him of 200 rupees. Okay. So, we sold goods worth of 2000 rupees, but we received only 1800. This 200 is a discount allowed to him. We are allowing discount to him. Okay. So, what entry we will make? Cash account debtor 1800. Discount allowed 200 to Joseph 2000. Okay. So, it is in debit side. That's why we need to write in the credit side. By discount allowed. Okay, see the next transaction. Jack, a customer, is declared insolvent and 4000 is received from the estate for his due 10,000. So, what does the transaction means here? Jack is our customer, one of the debtor. Okay, he is declared insolvent means he cannot able to pay the payment. So, insolvent, I hope you know the term insolvent in partnership and in company accounts and all. We studied in theory part, we studied who is an insolvent person, one who is not able to pay the payment to anyone. So, that person is called as insolvent. What the court they will do, they will appoint one person, liquidator, and they will estimate all the asset of that particular customer. Customer here means Jack, and they will settle off the credit. Okay, so that person is called as insolvent person, we will say. So, this Jack becomes insolvent. So, what the liquidator did means he sold the estate worth of 10,000 rupees. Sorry, sold for 400 rupees. Okay, so the liquidator can able to pay only this 4,000 to us. So what does it mean here? We gave goods worth of 10,000, but the liquidator is giving only 4,000. Liquidator is on behalf of Jack only, the liquidator is settling. Okay, in theory part we studied all this. Okay, so cash we are receiving from the Jack only 4,000. The 6,000 what will happen? We cannot able to receive this 6,000. So that is called as bad debts. Bad debts is nothing but it is an expenses which nominal account, and also it may or may not arises, but in future period it may or may not be recovered. Okay, bad debts most of the time we will not able to get this bad debts. Okay, so bad debts rupees 6,000. So it is in the debit side, so we have tried in the credit side of the debtors account. So bad debts. Okay, can you understand now? Okay, next. So since we know already debtors is asset, so that's why we have tried in the debit side of the opening asset, debit side. So to balance brought down, debit side of the debtors account. Okay, opening debit side means opposite will be the closing. So by balance carried down, credit side of the debtors account. Okay. So except bills receivable, we have discussed all things. Bills receivable that we will discuss in the bills receivable account. Can you remember now? Can you able to understand? Opening debtors debit means closing debtors credit. Cash received means what entry we will make. Cash account debtor to Joseph. So cash received. Then bank means in form of check we are receiving. So what entry we will make? Bank account debtor to Joseph. That's why by bank. Discount allowed. So we received 1,800. This 2,000 we are allowing discount. That's why we are writing the credit side. Then sales returns. So sales returns means we made sales to Joseph, but he returned some goods. Okay, so sales returns account debtor to Joseph, that we have tried in the credit side. Then bad debts. So bad debts, cash account debtor, bad debts account debtor to Jack. So bad debts it is in debit, that's why we are writing in the credit side. Then bills received we will discuss later. Closing. Okay, this one I left. If the bank we are receiving check, no, sometimes the our check, that is what we received the check is dishonored means reverse entry. So reverse entry means what entry will make? Joseph account debtor to bank we will write. So we have to write in the opposite side. Okay, so to bank account. Come to bills receivable account. Bills receivable account is also an asset. So asset means what is the balance? To balance brought down. It is opening in the debit side. Opening debit side means closing will be appear in the credit side of the total, bills receivable account. So by balance carried down. Opposite side closing. Okay. On receiving the bills, what entry will make? Bills receivable account debtor to debtors account. Okay. So bills receivable account to debtors means this sundry debtors will appear in the debit side of the bills receivable account. Okay. So bills receivable is dishonored means opposite side. So by debtors account debtor to bills receivable we will write. So that sundry debtors will appear in the credit side of the bills receivable account. On maturity of the bill, what we will make? Cash or bank, in form of cash or bank we will receive the bills. We will receive the payment. Okay. So cash account debtor or bank account debtor to bills receivable. Maturity of the bill. Okay. So by cash account or bank account will appear in the credit side. So here you see bills receivable account debtor to debtors. So in debtors account we have to write bills receivable in the credit side. Okay. So here it is in debit. So we have to write in the credit side. So by bills receivable we have to write in the credit side. So dishonored means that is will appear on the opposite side. So 2 bills receivable, bills dishonored. Okay, is it clear? This entry on receiving the bills receivable alone will appear into like creditors. Okay, so bills receivable account debtor to debtors account. We have to write in debtors account as well as bills receivable account. I hope you remember all creditors account, bills payable account, debtors account, bills receivable account. These four things is very important in case of 5-mark problems. So learn well. Thank you, children.